that wonderful clap that we get. Yeah. Aloha.
Aloha.
Oh, say it again. It's been too long.
Aloha. And buongiorno.
Buongiorno. So everyone online, let's say buongiorno to them just for fun. Buongiorno. Wow, this is going to be quite a little audience today here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And it is good to be back. If you're here for the first time, you didn't miss us because you don't know who we are. And so therefore, but we have been gone for a few weeks, 6 to be exact. And I heard that wonderful things went on here. Didn't you, Rita?
Yes, and we want to say thank you to all the wonderful, amazing volunteers and everyone and all of you that just held the light here while we were gone, because it's more than just doing things. It's about holding a light. And I just, when I was watching things from afar, I realized that that's really the truth of it. There's a light that is held in this center that is beautiful and amazing. And I'm just so grateful to everyone who stepped up and all of you that supported. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
And you'll be very proud of us. While we were in Italy is where we were. We did not tune in, at least Rita snuck a few, but we tried very hard not to tune in on Sundays so that we could let you just sail through like a ship in the ocean. And but we did peek in a few times.
Well, if you could believe it, I didn't take my computer with me, and that's really huge.
We left our computer in New York and then picked it up. So it is so wonderful to be back, and we welcome everyone here.
Yes, and our vision statement, which has been keeping up since we were gone, and I saw that people said it every week, so why don't we do that? It's awakening humanity to its magnificence by walking the bridge from duality to unity. Awakening humanity to its magnificence by walking the bridge from duality to unity. It's so easy, right? And that's what we do.
And there is a wonderful bridge right now that we're going to with Kyle and Luis. Good to see you guys. Let's see what they got in store.
So you guys have some of these lyrics out there.
Oh, you got lyrics?
Welcome back. Dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back. The same old place you laughed about. The names are the same since you went away. Those dreams have remained and they're here to stay. Yeah, we all really need you. Back to where we need you. Yeah, we tease you a lot. Got you on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back. Let's say the place you laughed about. The names are the same went away, but those dreams have remained and they're here to stay. Yeah, we all really need you. Back to where we need you. Yeah, we tease you a lot, cause we got you on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Feet, that's right, that's right. Welcome back. Woo.
Welcome back.
So what I know right here in this incredible moment called now, that it is good to be back, but in reality, in the quantum field, we never left. So what I do know is that it is good to be in this incredible, incredible loving energy that is supportive of one another, knowing that we can take flight at any time and all you kids are going to be just fine. So we are so blessed. We are so blessed for this day that we celebrate freedom of Cinco de Mayo, Patrick's 66th birthday, and the return of the Revs. So we know that. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. We release it, we let it go, and so it is.
Your dreams where you take it out.
Welcome back.
That same face you laughed about. The names are the same since you went away. But those dreams have remained and they're here to stay. Yeah, we all they lead you. They lead you back to where we need you. Back to where we need you. Yeah, we teach you a lot. Cause we
Got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh yeah, we
Welcome
teach you a lot. We got you on the spot. Welcome back.
Woo!
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Kyle in the waves. Now, who could tell me where this song comes from? Welcome back, Cotter. And I heard that there was a lot of input for this song. Just saying, a few people I know had an input. So it was so wonderful to hear the song, be back here today. And we have a new month as well, right?
Our new month is Discovery. Discover.
Discoveries. Are you all ready to discover?
I think it's time to discover new ways of being, and health and strength and prosperity, and discover our unlimited potential. So we have a affirmation, and this is it. I am discovering and living. That was Italian.
We had lots of vino in Italy.
I didn't have any wine this morning. I am discovering and living my unlimited potential here and now. I am discovering and living my unlimited potential here and now. Let's do it one more time. I am discovering and living my unlimited potential here and now. I think we can memorize that, right?
Woo.
Okay, so I thought I'd do something a little different right now. We've been gone for 6 weeks, and everyone that took over for us, Melissa, Peggy, all the people, Diane, everyone, Sue Wood, they all did wonderful, and everyone, I'm naming presiders really. They gave you some really wonderful explanations of what the science of mind is. And we always use this place in the celebration service to tell what it is. So I like to know if you've learned something, and if somebody would raise their hand and tell me what they think the science of mind, and spirit in a couple of sentences, because I will cut you off. No, I'm just kidding. Is there anybody who would like to volunteer something they learned this month about what the science of mind is? You had some wonderful talks by Walt and Diane and Charles, and nobody knows what the science of mind is? I don't believe that.
Well, good. We have another 11 years here.
All right. Ruth has volunteered. She says the science of mind for her is, say it into the microphone.
Science of mind for me is love and blessings, because that's all I receive.
All right. That's all she receives. Love and blessings.
Timmery, you want to jump in there too?
You want to jump in? And then we'll go on.
Of course she does.
She raised her hand, so.
I think the science of mind is the continuous retuning back into the choice to decide how we're feeling and acting in each moment, understanding that we have the choice to be happy, especially when it's hard.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yay.
Beautiful.
Both of you.
All right.
All right.
Do you have anything to add, Rita?
No, I mean, I feel like we're living in a field of energy that is all of us together, and as we reflect out from that energy field to each other, then we see what truly is, if we can look from the highest place no matter what we're looking at, if we can look at it from the highest place and look through it to what's beyond it, we can shift it and change it by changing our thoughts and changing our perceptions about it. So to me, that's really, really powerful and gives me power in my life and responsibility to think from the highest place, but also to look. Diane gave a wonderful talk last week about being the eyes of the world, and we are the eyes of the world. We are the eyes of the world. We're all in this one field of energy. Seeing it however it is, hopefully with love. So that's all I want to say right now. Yeah.
Nice job. Thank you, Timmery. Thank you.
Thank you, Timmery and Ruth. Yes.
And so, I haven't been able to say this in a while. Who's here for the very first time? Just give me a little hand raise. There's no big... I know somebody's here for the very first... No? No? Wow. Why did I think there was somebody here for the very first time? I'm seeing people, obviously, that you're not. Yes. Oh, yes, there is somebody here. There he is. Stand up, young man. Just let us have a view. There he is. Just so you know, you saved me on that one, just to let you know. So, here it is. You're going to be very excited about this, young man. We found out something about you because some people have been talking about you before you got here. So we know something about you that we want to share. Are you... Oh, he looks at his friends. What did you say? What did you say about me? Okay, I'll tell you what they said. We're not holding it back anymore. You ready? You are magnificent. Woo!
He's smiling.
And I don't want any of the rest of you to feel bad about any of this because you know the truth. We could never know that about that young man unless we knew how magnificent we are. Oh, hello. Yeah, he went, yeah. So here's the deal. We know that about you because we know it about ourselves. So shall we say who we are, claim it, know it, be it? I am magnificent. And we do not hold all this magnificence inside of us. We share it with one another and with our world. Are you ready? We are magnificent. And there is a wonderful, wonderful thing called live streaming. And that camera is back there looking in at us. And I just want to say one thing about this right now is there's a lot of people in our world here on the island, off the island, that could really use some extra love right now. Some really powerful love. I know they're watching today. And so let's just let them know that behind it all, no matter what, as Timmery said, we have a choice. We have a choice, and it doesn't mean we ignore it, but we accept it, and we're here for one another to support us and be the foundation no matter what is occurring. You ready? You are magnificent. Now, look to your left, to your right. Do it right now. Let somebody know who they are. You are magnificent, magnificent once. We're going magnificent twice. We're magnificent, magnificent, magnificent 3, 4, and 5, and 6. We got magnificent on the back there. And we got Michael back there with magnificence, magnificence, magnificence. And we know. And back to us.
All right. Come on back.
I have always wanted to do that.
All right. You're very good at it. Maybe it could be the next fundraiser. I want to invite Melissa Mojo, who did a wonderful job as presider.
Yes.
I agree.
And practitioner.
And keeping things going with the team. So today she's doing the blessing for the land. So go for it.
They got
And
me
then we'll have a
every
song
Sunday.
by Kyle and Louise. Kyle and Louise, you might want to come back up now, wherever, and sit in your chairs.
So this is a.
Oh, Mama's back. Okay.
What is Jonathan doing? So this is a prayer, earth prayer that Mark Nepo wrote. And I had never heard of this man. He is, until I took the practitioner training and we had to use one of his books, 10,000 Ways to Listen. I could just reside in that book. It was beautiful. So I found this, and just a little bit background. He is a poet, teacher, and storyteller, and one of the finest spiritual guides of our time. And he's written more than 25 books, which have been translated into 20 languages. So he's a true mystic and a gift to humanity.
Yes.
So this is his prayer to the earth. O endless creator, dear center of our love, mother of the universe, Dharma, and I'm adding Mother Kaua'i. Let us, when swimming with the stream, become the stream. Let us, when moving with the music, become the music. Let us, when rocking the wounded, become the suffering. Let us live deep enough till there is only one direction, and slow enough till there is only the beginning of time, and loud enough in our hearts till there is no need to speak. Let us live for the grace beneath all we want. Let us see it in everything and everyone, till we admit to the mystery that when I look deep enough into you, I find me. And when you dare to hear my fear in the recess of your heart, you recognize it as your secret which you thought no one else knew. Oh, let us embrace that unexpected moment of unity as the atom of God. Let us have the courage to hold each other when we break and worship what unfolds. O nameless spirit that is not done with us, let us love without a net, beyond the fear of death, until the speck of peace we guard so well becomes the world. Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Mother Kaua'i, for being here for us and holding us in your love. Peace and joy. Mahalo, mahalo. And so it is.
Are you on?
When you're ready. What? Yeah, I am. So I have a song. Before it starts, our talk today is bringing home the Grail. And I'm using the definition of Grail as being any greatly desired and sought after objective, ultimate ideal or reward. So I hope today I can share with you the Grail that I brought back with me from Italy. But I'm not going to sing an Italian song. I'm going to sing a song about being home. When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I were home, I wish I were back there with the things I've been knowing. Who wind that makes the tall trees bend into leaning. Suddenly the raindrops that fall have a meaning, sprinkling the scene makes it all clean. Maybe there's a chance for me to go back now that I have some direction. It would sure be nice to be back home where there's love and affection. And just maybe I can convince time to slow up, giving me enough time in my life to grow up. Time, be my friend, let me be again. Suddenly the world's gone and changed its face, but I still know where I'm going. I have felt my mind spun around in space, yet I've watched it growing. If you're listening, God, please don't make it hard to know if we should believe the things we see. Should we stay or should we run away? Or is it better just to let things be? Living here in this brand new world may be a fantasy, but it's taught me to love, and it's real, real to me. And I know that we must look inside our hearts to find Thank you. Thank you. One of the Grails that I found in Italy, well, it was a very emotional trip to me because of my father. And my father grew up there and fought in the war there and not on the American side. So there was a lot of awakening and a lot of understanding of all of that. But one of the things I brought back, my father was a musician, and one of the things I brought back was my voice, because I know you all know I sing and all of that, and you're probably wondering what I'm talking about, but there's a place within me that is still shy about that. It's really unbelievable, but it's true. And I don't usually, like in general, sing out. And when I was there, I tested myself by standing up in a restaurant, if anybody saw my Facebook post, and actually singing an Italian aria. And to me, that was like really like stretching my limit, because I knew Italians are very critical about singers and, you know, and how they sing and na 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 na. But I didn't care. I just stood up and did it. And it was scary, but I did it. And it felt so good to just release that, and release that expectation on myself. And then so one night we were in a restaurant, and it was like an outside restaurant, like many of the restaurants there are. And we were sitting there with like a street singer, and he was singing, can you believe it, Let It Be by the Beatles. He was singing Beatles songs with his Italian accent. And I don't know, it's just like, I mean, I had some wine, but I know that wasn't all of it. I just kind of just jumped out of my skin and just started singing with him. And everybody was pulling out their cell phones and, you know, and taping me and stuff. And then Patrick like dropped the cell phone because he was so shocked, because I was just like letting it belt out. I didn't really even care what it sounded like. And the guy comes over to the table and he's singing, and we're harmonizing and I'm riffing, and I don't ever do that. And so it was just like a freedom that I experienced. And I want to just, you know, I want to talk about the quantum self today, and that gift of knowing that you're quantum. But I want to also say two things that were very prevalent, and Patrick and I are putting an evening together where you can all come and hear about our messages, metaphors, and all the things that we discovered, and enjoy some a little Italian aperitivo. But for today, I just want to share two things that were really profound. One of them was, the cemetery. They took our guide, his name was Oscar, and he was 30 years old, and he was very up on the politics of Italy and the economics and history. He was amazing. And by the way, one of the things we were not allowed to do was the first rule. We were not allowed to talk about politics. If they caught us talking about American politics, we would have been shut down. I guess they must have had experiences in the past where it ended up not being that great of a thing. So, so one of the things was going to the cemetery. It was a cemetery in Florence that is called the American Cemetery in Florence, American Veterans Cemetery in Florence. I don't know if anybody here has been there. But, and there's another one too, not just that one, but that was the one we went to. And in that cemetery are all of our vets, all the young men and women, I don't know if there were women back then, probably there were, who had died fighting against Hitler. And their families said, you know, we want you to keep their bodies there because that's where they died. And so this cemetery was filled with all these veterans that had died in Italy when we came in to help conquer and rescue them, basically. And there was a wall that just had names of people, bodies that they never found, and they just it was massive. And the gentleman, Oscar, who was our guide, he said, it was our guide the whole time for 19 days. He said, I just want to, and he looked at us all, there were 16 of us, and we were all Americans, and he said, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for what you did. It was a great cost, but we are so appreciative. And I was like, wow. It was a huge moment for me. And the other moment, which was huger than that was meeting Roseanne in the middle of the Florence Piazza there, Piazza, Roseanne Jones, and fulfilling Rob's wish that we would go to the Ponte Vecchio Bridge in Florence and scatter some of his ashes and sing O mio babbino caro for him. And we did it. We did it. And I mean, to me, that's like so huge that we were able to do that. And if you could have seen Roseanne coming across, I don't know, I didn't even know how we were going to find each other. It was like, meet us by the replica of David, and you know. And there we were, and we did that. And those were two of my highlights. I mean, I have other ones, but those were two of them. And it was just amazing, all of it. So I'm in the middle of this book right now, which just kind of goes along with all of this. It's a real dense book, but it's amazing. It's by a man named Paul Levy, and it's called Quantum Revelation. And he says, a true revelation always manifests itself outside the sphere of our own will. A true revelation. It is never our own activity, but it's as if something seemingly outside of ourselves reveals itself to us. And this is like profound to me, because I think sometimes we're trying so hard to like make things happen, or to think and know something that we think we should know, or fix something or whatever, when if we can just relax, it will be revealed to us. It will be revealed to us. And it's like when I had that moment singing with that singer in the middle of the piazza, in the middle of the restaurant, I was like, after it was over, I was like, this is a quantum moment. It just revealed itself to me, and I just followed it, and I just did it. And I'm thinking to myself, how can one of the things we're talking about all the time is, it's about letting go and trusting and just being our true self. There's a line from the TV show, The Chosen. I don't know who said it or what, or maybe it was just the director of it. I don't watch the show, but I might start watching it after what I've heard about it. It's about the apostles of Jesus. It's interesting. It's good. But one of the things they said in that show, I think it was the director who said it, it's not your job to feed the 5,000. It's only your job to bring your gifts to the table, your loaves and fish. That's your only job. And I think for myself, as a minister, sometimes I think my job is so big that I have to feed the 5,000, and if I'm not feeding the 5,000, I'm not doing my job. When all my job is, and each of us, like we each have that same ability to bring what is our loaves and our fish to the table. And if we don't know what it is, that's impossible. We do know what it is, because more than likely we're probably doing it already, but we're denying it, or it's the thing that vibrates in us and makes us, want to sing and want to be, want to feel good. There's a lot going on right now in the world. There's a lot going on the island. There's a lot going on all over the place. And you really realize that when you travel. There's a lot going on. But for some reason, I feel really positive. I can't even tell you what it is, besides that I'm opening up to the more. I'm opening up to seeing beyond the 3D world. I'm opening up to see that everything is not as it seems. And for all of us that have traveled, and I've done so little of it, this was my really first big trip. When you look at the world and you walk in the middle of the Vatican Museum, and you're crammed up around thousands and thousands of people, or you're in the middle of, a piazza and wherever, and you see all this multiplicity, we call it unity moving into multiplicity. You see that, you go, there is so much more than what we know. And our job is to discover it. And that's what this month is about, is to discover it. There's more. Jean Houston in the book has this great quote. Let's see if I can, here it is. I love it. I love Jean Houston. She wrote the introduction to the Science of Mind textbook. She's amazing quantum physicist and mystic. And she said this. There's so much more, that's what I was saying. With regard to identity, the quantum perspective holds that we are not encapsulated bags of skin dragging around a dreary little ego. But don't we think of like sometimes we think we get so much into our bodies and to this and the form and all of it that we fail to know that we're these amazing quantum beings. And she says, rather, we contain many selves, personas, which when developed give us skills and capabilities that make us multimodal and thus able to bring fresh perspectives to the contents of our life and work. So what she's saying is there's places within us, there's personalities and amazing beings within us that we haven't even tapped into. Places within us that are perfect health, places within us that have talents that we don't even know we have. There's places within us that have experienced everything. It's a multi-dimensional world, and I really got that on my trip. And reading this book along with it was just like, wow, this is like meant to be. This is meant to be happening at the same time. I'm meant to open up and be the Rita that was here to be Rita. When I was there, this necklace right here is my dad gave to my mom, and then my mom gave it to me when my dad passed away. And I wore it the whole time I was there because I wanted to take my dad with me. And I wanted him to know that I was taking this trip that I never took when he was alive. And I carried his picture with me and showed it to people. And I knew, like, there's a multi-dimensional world, and I knew he was there with me. He was there with me, experiencing everything I experienced, helping me to, with my awful Italian, to try and communicate with people. And I just felt it. So I know for all of us that there's so much more than what we're experiencing. And if we can just get out of these sacks of skin that she's talking about, dragging around, what does she call it? Encapsulated bags of skin. I don't know about you, but that's a picture I can I can't get into, right? I know, right? Not that our skin isn't beautiful, but yeah, it's beautiful because of the way we're looking at it, like as Diane said last week. So, yeah. So they have a thing in Italy, a word, and I know Patrick's going to talk more about it, so I won't talk about it totally. But it's something I'm taking in, and it's called repurposing. It goes beyond recycling. It's about taking what you have and repurposing it, evolving it. It's like, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Take the baby, which is CSL Kauai, which is your life, and look at it and say, what's its next evolution? What is here for you? What can you move into or move above to, like look up to? So I have a lot of gifts and from this trip, a lot of grails. But the major one, I think, and I just impart it to you for yourself to look at, is that to realize that you're so much more than what you even think you are. Even if you think you're wonderful, you're so much more even than that. So think you're wonderful. I think that's great. We say, I am magnificent, right? We say it because we want to believe it. We want to live it. We want to know it about ourselves. And it's time now. It's time now. We have a world that we need to look at with different eyes, and we need to repurpose. We need to repurpose our own lives, and we need to repurpose our place in the world so that we can be the best and the highest light that there is. Namaste. Thank you. Yay. Thank you.
going home. If we make it over, don't we won't be alone. When I see your light shine, I know I'm home. If you're waiting all your life, you won't let go. When I see your light shine, when I see your light shine, when I see your light shine, I know I'm home. I'm home. When I see your light shine.
Quite a little theme here about, am I on? Am I on? Yeah. We have quite a little home theme today going on here. How y'all doing? Yeah, good. Good. It was interesting when I came back from this trip, I thought, oh my God, I have so many things to say. And then last night I told Rita, there was a quietness, I know this will be a shock for most of you, but a quietness inside of me that I felt like I didn't have anything because it went so internal. And I went, because usually if you've been around me long enough, when I come back from especially like a convention or something of, I'm like, blah, 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 and this is what happened, this is what happened. But I didn't feel like being a travel log today. I want to go beyond it and go into the absolute essence of just traveling. I know many of you have traveled a lot, and we're making it sound like it's the first time anybody's ever left the island, but that's not true. But if you are going to ever travel with a group, the OAT is this tour group that doesn't let any more than 16, and you get an experience I believe I could have never have had on my own, or with Rita and I just going over there going, we're here, because it was so local. And the things that I realized right out of the bat, did you know that wherever you go, there you are? I don't know what it is. There's like this. I remember when I first moved to New York years ago, I kept thinking, I'm going to go to New York. Nobody knows me. I can be all these things that I've always wanted to be, but because everybody puts you into their who you are when you live somewhere for a while. And I just was watching, and some of my takeaways were just, wow, I am who I am wherever I go. And it was a nice feeling. And I kept getting this internal message about the Grail, and because I knew we were going to talk about it, and I said, you're in search of the Grail. And a couple of things that I found about it, it's the King Arthur thing, and it said to coordinate great spiritual expeditions to search for the enigmatic relic. Legends hold that the Grail had the power to heal all wounds, deliver eternal youth, and grant everlasting happiness. So I was on it, trying to find this Grail. And I was like, it's probably over there. And if you can ever find a Grail, you'll find it in Italy, because there's a lot of stuff going on there. And it says, you must choose, but choose wisely. For as the true Grail will bring you life, a false Grail will take it from you. And I went, yep. Well, so another thing I learned is that language is overrated, because you don't need it as much as I thought I would need it to go to another country. Even though I will say on behalf of my beautiful traveling partner, I had a few moments of embarrassment for her. Not about her, about me, because I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but sometimes when someone else speaks another language, first of all, you think they can't hear. Buongiorno! And they're like, whoa. But that isn't what I did that was embarrassing. I spoke English with an accent, thinking I was speaking Italian. So I'm just letting you know, I could see the looks on their faces, kind of like, isn't he charming? irritating and charming. So I said, and I never stopped doing it. That was the hard part of it. I just wanted to speak it so much that I just thought an accent was going to do it. You know, like, how are you today? Fine. You know, so I have lots to learn on my next travels. But that was the one thing. And then I asked a young girl who, we went to the terracotta where they did the clay and everything. And here's an exciting thing for you. I let go of my art scars while I was gone. I absolutely, yes. Where's my artist? I told her I didn't want to do anything because I have art scars. And that's where, you know, you think that you can't do it because somebody made fun of you. You know, you're still dragging it along, you know, 50 years later. And so I was there and they go, we're going to do clay. Like art clay? Like put it, and so they were so beautiful. And then I'm like, I have an art escarza. And they're going, you know, I was like, oh yeah, anyway. But I did it, and they came up with me, and these guys, I'm going to tell you something. The male bond thing is beyond the language. You can just, or either that or that's just my charm. But it was so ignorant. He goes, don't worry, come here. You know, we'll do this. And it came out, and I looked at it, and I was like, wow. He was kind of looking at me like, why are you looking at me that way? It was kind of like, wow, that was really good, wasn't it? And he's like, I don't understand. What does he do? And I did this art, and then and even with pasta was an artistic thing, and I did these like fresh pasta things, and she goes, you can make them. I go, oh, no. You know, art scars. And I went like this and just did them, and then all of a sudden it just kind of went away. And then my last, but not least, favorite thing about emotions, and I think we can all hear this, at least I did. She said, it was about how he was 6 years old and he started doing this clay, and he looked and he said, that's what I want to do, and he knew that at 6 years old. And then his girlfriend, who now is a partner, she was sitting at this big table, and Chianti. I mean, there was a big table there, and she said, I said, you know what? I just want to be honest with you. I see your passion so clear that, yeah, you do the administrative stuff, but when you talk about this clay, it is so incredible to watch. I said, it's so passionate. And she said, I don't understand passion. What do you mean? And I said, it's so passionate that you do it. She goes, well, why would you do it if you weren't passionate about it? And I went, whoa, say that again? She says, I don't understand. Why would you do anything if you weren't passionate about it? And I went, come over to America. Come on over. Take a peek. Yeah, but that really opened it up for me. So I found the Grail, and you're not going to be surprised to this. I didn't even have to spend all that money to go to Italy because I found the Grail was right here the entire time. This is what I found. It said, when you find it, you'll be able to heal all wounds. I can do that. You can do that. We can heal the wounds. We can. We don't need to find a piece of something to tell us that we can. And I went, I've heard it a million times, but you know when you just get it? You know, all of a sudden you went, oh, the Holy Grail. Because I think we're constantly seeking out there. If I can find the Grail, if you can tell me what I want to hear, if you can tell me this, if you can tell me that, if you'll behave the way I want you to behave, then I will be, right? I will be. I'll have the power. I want the power. And it says, and to deliver eternal youth. Hello? No, I'm kidding. But listen, the eternal youth isn't on the outside. You know that. It is from the inside, and once we truly get that, then all illness, all stuff that we need healing, because it's that child, that energy that is everywhere, that just can heal anything. I noticed it over there, that you could walk and you could feel the energy of people because you weren't so busy blabbing. I had to really focus in on you and really listen from my feelings, not from what you're saying to me. Boy, I got quite a little education, didn't I? And then what's the last one? Youth and grant everlasting happiness. All of this stuff is already here. But my question is, as Rita was saying, I wanted to talk briefly about the repurposing. I loved it. This idea of repurposing, they said it a lot. They said that their buildings and stuff are like lasagna. They don't get rid of it. They just keep adding on to this one, then they add on to that one, then they add on. Because they'll go, look at that piece. That's 5,000 years old, and that's 2 years old. Because they just keep adding on. I thought to myself, just like what Rita was saying, and I thought about the center a lot. Well, not that much, but I did think about it during these times of revelation. And that's where I believe this community is right now. It's at a place of repurposing. And it's not an easy job. We were talking about The Chosen, and The Chosen is a very Christian, wonderful show that my friends in New York are just crazy about it. But what I realize is they have a lot of numbers to go with that drive. And I looked at Rita and I said, Rita, we're kind of like at not a minority, but yeah, a minority, because we're thinking outside this box and repurposing and saying that we can be and do and have anything, that we are the Holy Grail, that I am God, which is blasphemy in a lot of places. But as we know by now, we're not talking about I'm God and you're not. The I am this power that we get to use. And I'm thinking, how can we... I said, something interesting happened when we moved. Our goal was to move to this new venue, right? Do you remember the excitement that happened when we said yes? Oh my God. Everything started and we had this space. But then this voice inside of me said, but now what? It isn't about what next activity we're going to have or what event we're going to have. That's wonderful. But what are we going to do with this space that we can be more for them, for people out there? That how can we let people know that there is a space that you can come and that you are safe? There's a lot of pain going out there right now on this island as well. And we have to know, and we have to let people know that there is a space. Yes, there's the island, but there's a space that you can come to if you feel that you cannot go any further. Does that make sense? And so there's a change coming, and that's okay. I mean, I said this, and I mean this with my whole heart. My intention, our intention when we came here was not to create a moose lodge or a lions club or any of that, and I mean that. We believe that there's a teaching. You don't have to follow it like, it's not a cult, but there is a teaching that says you are more, as Rita said, more than you could ever imagine. That this is a building of imagination. We're like Disney, man. We have this imagination that we can create and be and do and have anything. We are beyond anything that we think those problems are. I said to Jonathan today, we were in the middle of discussing something like this, and I said, I've got to let go. Guess what I have to let go of? Aunt Petty. Aunt Petty. All the petty nonsense that goes on in our lives that we think are so important. We think it is. We have something here that we can grow. We can grow into whatever it is. Does that make sense? So this isn't about, you are sitting here, so I just want you to know it's not about but I want to know, and then there's no answer for this for me. Why am I not out telling everybody? There's this place that you can go on Sunday. There's this weird guy. He's like a Reverend Patrick, and there's Rita, and there's a group of people that come together with an energy that you can be off island for 6 months and still have a home to come back to. That is something I have never had in my entire life, that there's a place that I can go away and I can come back to, and there's an energy of love supporting me. So, enough of that little sales campaign. So my last here is a quote from Ernest Holmes. We're repurposing, everybody, and this is an opportunity to repurpose your life. He says, let us feel that our purposes are animated and inspired from on high. That's the highest consciousness that we can think of. And then let us go forth and make our dream come true in human experience. She's talking about the skin. We're in a human experience, but I hope that we don't think that's all we are. Because if we do, we are in trouble. Because there is more. What do you think is running this machine? Spirit. Love. Love is running this. With an invisible intelligence to guide and an immutable law to direct, let us take our place in any legitimate activity and thus cause our dreams to come to full fruition. That is what I wish for all of us. And since wish is not a part of the science of mind vocabulary, because you know what wish is? It might or might not come true. What if we were to get to the place where I know that my word has power, that my word is in absolute alignment with this thing that's running, this power that's running it. It's nothing outside of ourselves. And if you do choose to have a man on a cloud with white long hair, that's okay. But at the end of the day, let's remember who and what we are. It is so good to be home. It is wonderful to see all of your faces. And life is very, very special. It is something I was talking to somebody today. Do not let a moment go by in life without really looking at somebody. When they come up to you and they say, how you doing? Oh, good, blah, 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 blah. It could be the last time that you see this person. And so when I'm going to make it, now I won't freak you out and like stare at you forever, but I want you to know that I see you. I see you. I see beyond anything that's in this room. I see a pure potentiality. I see there's a kitchen in there that makes me feel like we're not only a spiritual center, but we're a restaurant. We're that restaurant that it's so wonderful. The dishwashers are back there and everybody's cooking and everything. So good to be home. Anyway, so I just want to say one thing. I love you, I love you, I love you, I see you. And so it is.
We'll just stay. No, it's okay. Yeah, so thank you. Thank you, Patrick.
Yes.
And happy birthday.
Yes.
Yes. We'll be
I
singing.
didn't even mention that. How interesting.
Yeah, you get to celebrate all month. So this is our time of giving. And thank you for supporting the center while we were gone. It was a wonderful thing. And it's so important because it helps us to stay here and stay vibrant and be able to do the work that we do, and it's very, very important. So everything you give is important. And I'm just going to make a little request because I said I was going to do this. This month we got hit with a large insurance bill because we've upped our insurance. So kind of was surprising, actually. But if there's a chance that you could give a little extra today to help us with that, that would be great. And I mean, it's for all of us. We have to have insurance to be here. So thank you, thank you.
Just to add real quickly onto that, a lot of people have come up to me, and I think that sometimes we protect you like children, like, well, Mom and Dad, we don't know what we're going to do for Christmas this year. But I think it needs to be more than that. There's when somebody came up to me and they go, you know, I heard that you pay rent. And I went, uh-huh. They go, I thought you were nonprofit. And I went, oh, you know, it doesn't quite work that way. But so I see where we have lacked in education as well. So when we moved here, we had a wonderful yearly bill of $1,000 for our insurance, which was fabulous for 9 years, by the way. And then when we moved, everything got bigger, and so more insurance was necessary, as well you probably all well know. So it went up to $3,000.
Over $3,000.
So that's for the year. So that's a little chunk that says hello. So we just don't want to, we're not going to get up and go in the second collection, because I went through that with Catholicism. And the fourth collection is for this, but I do want you to know that we're not going to just keep it back. We're just going to be honest and say, this is what's happening. Do what you need to do. Don't feel guilty about it. But we don't want to hide anything from our family.
Right.
There you go.
So
Buongiorno.
with that said, let's do our affirmation, okay? Because I think it's important. Because when we give, I know it for myself, because I'm a tither, and Patrick is too, that when we give, it does come back to us 100-fold. It does. It is. It's amazing. So let's just read. I'll read it, and you'll repeat after me. Divine love consecrates my gift.
Divine love consecrates my gift.
It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. I give freely today to CSL Kauai, knowing it returns to me multiplied abundantly. I give freely today to CSL Kauai, knowing it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And that's the truth. So let's sing this beautiful song.
There we go. And thank you, everybody online. Thank you, everybody that puts it monthly. And we all know what you're doing. Okay, you ready?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I did it.
Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing. Thank you for my friends.
Thank you for my friends. My beautiful friends. My beautiful friends. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful life. My wonderful life. I say thank you, thank you, I say thank you, I say thank you. I'm so grateful, so grateful. I'm so grateful, so grateful. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. For this day, Spirit, thank you for this day, this healing, this healing, this healing day, this healing, this healing, this healing day.
Moment right here and right now to say thank you.
Thank
you to ourselves. Thank you to this power and presence within us that vibrates us and animates us and abundantly gifts us at all times. I'm so grateful for these beautiful donations, for the beautiful consciousness online and everything that comes together to make Center for Spiritual Living possible on this island, and that all of us can be here. I am so grateful, so grateful, so grateful. And I bless it, and I bless all of us knowing that it does return to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. So it is. Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do we have children?
Yes.
Come on up,
Say
guys.
thank you.
Oh, look at this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bring them up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We have our youth mentors here. Thank you, thank you. Let me get the,
You look so calm.
How
and
beautiful.
cool. Look at
oh,
here.
do you want to tell us what happened today?
So today they did coloring pages and blew some bubbles, but their favorite part was the cell phones that they made so they could talk to each other and their siblings. So I don't know if you guys remember flip phones.
Yes,
Yes,
I do.
flip phones, we do.
Yeah.
You probably don't, but
I had one.
oh, wow.
Yeah. One of the pink razors. I don't know if you
How
guys
fun.
remember that one. But
Aw.
so yeah, so what does yours say, Amelia? Do you remember? Goddess Amelia.
Goddess Amelia.
She said Goddess Amelia. That's what her phone said.
Oh, good deal.
And who did you call?
Mommy.
Oh.
Anyone else?
Papa.
I love it. It's beautiful.
And what does yours say, Charlie? Do you remember?
No.
God, Charlie.
God, Charlie.
God, Charlie.
They're
whoa.
God and goddesses.
Boy, yeah.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? I'm God Patrick. Nice to meet you.
Oh, so I want to thank the mentors. Thank you so much
Yes,
for
thank
taking
you,
care of the
thank
kids.
you.
And let's give them their blessing, okay? Are
Yes.
you ready?
Great.
You are amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent.
And we love you. Oh, we do.
Thank you. Yay.
I'll
Thank
call you.
Thank
I'll
you.
call you.
Thank you. So wonderful to see the smiles on your faces. Okay.
Oh, whoa. Whoa. I can't believe it. Okay.
All right. So a couple of things
Yep.
before
Mahalo.
we stop.
Mahalo.
First of all, what time is it right now?
I can't see.
11:15. Okay. So the potluck is not going to start until
11:25.
11:25.
10 minutes after we leave here.
So they're setting it up right now. So take the moment after we do everything here to just go sit outside and enjoy yourself for a few minutes while they get ready. The other thing is that Tuesday, I'm starting Magnificent Players again.
Yay!
So if you want to waken up to your quantum self, come join me and have some fun doing some theater games, creative meditation, improv, all kinds of stuff. That's Tuesday at 6 to 7:30, right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Sign up in the back
And
so we know
I
you're
need
coming.
I need about 8 to 10 people to make it happen, and I think I have about 4 now. So let's do it because we play a lot together and we need a group. Patrick's lessons for the little man will be on Wednesday, May 15th, from 3 to 5, Zoom only. So you could talk to him more about
Right.
that.
There's a
We've
sign
had
up
people.
back there.
Yeah, there's a sign
We had
up.
about 24 last time all over the country.
All over
so
the
it's-
country.
so just join in from here, and we had a wonderful time. It's part 2 of the lessons of the little man. so.
Okay, and then Memorial Sunday is, just put it on your calendar, it's May 26th. It's when we do our Memorial Service Sunday where we honor the people who have passed. So just keep it in the back of your brain to bring a flower and be part of that ceremony. And then on May 31st is Spiritual Cinema, and we have this amazing movie that we saw when we were away called Arthur the King. It's based on a true story. Maybe you've seen it already. I don't know. It's pretty new. It's about pro-adventure racer Mikael Light, who, when he is desperate to win the Adventure Racing World Championship, meets a stray dog that alters the trajectory of his course and life. The movie is based on a true story, Arthur the dog who crossed the jungle to find a home. It's a beautiful, amazing movie, and there'll be lots of treasures
Makes
in
you
it.
cry,
It
makes you do
cry.
what- Make sure.
Oh, that's what
something.
they think of it. Okay. Anyway, that'll be Friday the 31st at 6 p.m. And that's
And
that's
then
all.
just mark your calendar for one more thing. June 6th, we're going to, instead of us getting up here today and doing all about Italy, we want to do a special evening called Messages, Metaphors, Memories, and the Magic of Italy Beyond the Travel Log. So it's not going to be, here's another 27 pictures of a statue. We're not going to be doing that. So
And it will include a light aperitivo made by me.
we're going to do it for a benefit for the center.
We're doing it as a benefit. So I would like to invite the practitioners up to come up and join me up here.
So if anything's come up for you that you need a little extra attention, then
Yes.
please come on up. They are
And
here for you.
As Kyle plays softly in the background, I just want to thank everyone who's assisted today. I want to thank Melissa, Angela, and Yana, Peggy, Jerry, and Marion Head, Ron Stover, Jack Smith, Kiana. Well, what is that? Hello? Something I'm doing? No? Annie Potter, Michael Rollins, Jonathan Lee, and Charles, and the boys back there. Yes, there's more boys back there, aren't there? New boys. Okay, thank you, thank you. Who else? And Rachel and Danny, who were in the with the kids, and Angela, of course, and then Jeanette and Suzanne Stover, who did a lot of work to get ready for the potluck. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, Kyle LeBenz and Luis. So let's just take a moment, center our attention right here and right now, and know that right where we are, that power, that presence, that love, that light, that energy, that source, that perfection it's right here, right now, nowhere else. Right in the center of our heart space, right in the center of our being. We live and move and have our being in this quantum field, this unlimited potential. And so I know today, as we have met together and experienced the joy and the love and the communication and the music and all of it, that we have risen up. There's a part of us that knows who we are and knows how amazing we are and how amazing our world can be when we be our true and wonderful, amazing selves. So I bless us as we go on our way, and I just give great thanks for this time together, knowing that as we have met here, we have lifted this planet and all of it with our consciousness and with our love. And so I just let it be so, as I say, and so it is. So it is. So we will sing happy birthday to Patrick, and then we will sing our way out of here. So are we ready for happy birthday first? What? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, come on up. They're making the food for us, so. All right, come on up. Do you need well, I guess you're doing sign language, so you don't need a microphone.
Well, maybe.
Hold it.
Somebody left this on the phone for me a couple years ago for my birthday, and I recognize the song, You May. This is pretty simple, but there's only 3 signs that we're going to do. And one is happy, because the heart's elated. All your heart stuff is here.
Yes.
So that's happy. Birth, well, guess what? Birth, day, the sun sets down on the horizon.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, that's it.
All
That's
right.
all.
Okay.
And it's really quick, but here we go.
Go ahead.
Are you ready?
Do you want Kyle to play? Is it the melody that we're used to?
Well, you can do it the second time, because we're going to do it twice.
Okay.
Okay. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, we're so blessed you were born. Oh, born.
Now the second time.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday, we're so glad we were born. That's beautiful, thank you. Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, so we'll just go into the closing song, all right?
You know what the song is?
What? No, he doesn't know it. It's yeah. Listen to it. Okay, all right, we're going to go into our closing song. You can stay up here if you want. Closing song.
I think this closing song has something to do with my birthday, so that means you need to get up on your feet, shake your mean thing. Cliff.
Some of us will remember this song.
If you ever plan to motor west, Patrick, take my way. That's the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago to LA. More than 2 1,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Where it goes from St. Louis down to Missouri, Oklahoma City. Look on so pretty, you'll see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona. Don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. Where do you get hit to this timely tip and go take that California trip and get your kicks on Route 66. We go from St. Louis down to Missouri.
Can dance with her.
Oklahoma City, look all so pretty, yeah. You see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona. Don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. What are you? Yeah, to this kindly tip and go take that California trip and get your kicks on Route 66 and get your kicks on Route 66. Oh, get your kicks on Route 66. Happy birthday, Patrick.
God, they got energy. Wrap it up, Kyle, before they break the platform.
We go from St. Louis down to Missouri, Oklahoma City. Look oh so pretty, you see Amarillo and Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona. Don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. What do you get a hit this kindly tip and go take that California trip and get your kicks on Route 66. Oh, get your kicks on Route 66. Come on, get your kicks on Route 66.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.